Hey guys, it's Dad, aka David, from the Callie and Jordan squad. Unfortunately, there's no Callie, there's no Jordan. They're both under the weather today. Callie had to stay home from school today, so she is not feeling well. So it's going to be the squad taking over the Callie and Jordan squad today. So what are we going to be discussing today? The first thing we're going to be discussing is the huge news that Google came out with today, where they made the announcement of the Google Stadia. This could be a game changer, guys. If you guys love video games, you want to stay, you want to hear this information because it's going to be huge. Give the video a big thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification button. What's going to be the second piece of news? The second piece of news is going to be my prediction for the March Madness, which starts on Thursday. I'm not going to predict the games on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to start right at the first round. So those teams that play Tuesday and Wednesday, there's a history of them going pretty far in the tournament. 2 years they went to the Sweet 16. VCU, I believe, a couple years ago went to the Final Four. And then another team made it to the Final 8 or whatever. So when I do pick those games, if I do pick one of those teams, it's going to be like whoever wins that game will move on. So that's how I'm going to do it. We'll probably find out who wins those games by Wednesday night at least, but I probably won't know who won the Wednesday games. Yeah, so let's start with the Google Stadia. Huge news, guys. Okay, guys, let's start off with the Google Stadia. This is going to be basically the potential of being the Netflix for gaming. So Google has announced a new video game streaming service which allows users to play games on the Chrome internet browser. So what's important about this, guys, is the fact that you will not have to wait for the content to be downloaded. If you guys play the Xbox One, you buy a disc, and even that disc could take like half a day. So you buy it on a Saturday, you probably can't play until Saturday night at the earliest. So this is huge, guys. So basically, what you'll need is the Chrome internet browser. If you have the Chrome internet browser, you'll be able just to go onto another window tab, go right into the game. This could be a game changer, guys. This could be a game changer. Now, Google was a little vague with some of the details, so I'll go through that a little bit later. So not only can you play the games off the Chrome internet browser, you can also have the potential of playing it by a YouTube link, which would be huge. Not only can you get into the game by YouTube, you can also play with some of your favorite YouTube gamers. We're getting into the gaming scene as well. So I'm like, we can play with you guys in the games. I'm like, which would be amazing. It'd be awesome if that's actually what's going to happen. So like I said, there's very little detail that Google gave us. We know that it's going to come out in 2019. What we don't know is the pricing. So is it going to be like a Netflix, where it's like a set price, like it's going to be $11.99, you get all the video games in the library? Or will you have to pay for the actual game, like you would like if you went to EB Games and bought a game for $79.99? Will we have to buy the game for $79.99 and then boom, it's automatically there? Or will it be a combination of both? They could have, like, if you pay $11.99, these are the games that you're going to be able to play. But some of these newer games, you might have to pay $39.99 or $59.99, whatever the magical price is going to be. So this is going to be interesting. I think the one thing that I'm worried about is the bigger video game companies. Will they want to do this? Xbox tried to go discless around the start of the Xbox One era. But there was a huge commotion made by the fans of Xbox saying we want the actual physical discs of the games, and so Xbox basically came out and said, okay, you know what, we're going to keep the discs in, um, and so far they have, but they've actually got a streaming service as well. But the only thing with that is you have to pay for the Xbox Gold, and then you have to pay for the Xbox Pass. The Xbox Pass is pretty cool though. It has a bunch of games in the catalog. Has a bunch of games from the the original Xbox, Xbox 360, and the Xbox One, of course. So this could get interesting. I'm like, this could pretty much make Sony and Xbox um, um, up their game in the video game market. I think that they've been kind of, oh, the Xbox One's doing great, the PS4 is doing great, but I know the Xbox, they haven't had many of those the Xbox titles. There hasn't been many that come out that have actually said, oh, this is pretty good. So I think this might actually make them up their game, and maybe even up the streaming service that they've got set up. Also, I know EA Sports, or EA, not like EA, just the EA Sports, EA, everything EA, they have a streaming service. So it's going to be interesting to see what the bigger companies do. Will they start their own streaming service to sell their own games? Or will they go to Google Stadia? Which, yeah, I'm like, so it's going to be cool. Google's already come out and said that they are going to make their own games as well for the Google Stadia. So this could be a game changer, guys. Like, this could, either Google's going to dominate the video game market, or it's going to make Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo, sorry, I forgot to say Nintendo, and Nintendo pick up their game a little bit. So this could be pretty good. Okay, so what's going to happen with the YouTube? It's going to be links will be set up, I guess, in YouTube, and you'll just hit that link and you'll be playing the game. Now, how to play the game? So if you have whatever computer you have, it's going to be keyboard, mouse, but also Google's going to come out with their own controller as well. It's going to be a Wi-Fi controller, so that could be pretty big. But also, video gamers, they're very particular about their controllers, so it has to be a good controller or they're going to be in trouble. So basically, you're going to be able to go on the Chrome browser, pick out the game, instantly play it. This is a game changer. I seem to be saying game changer a lot, but this could be a game changer. There's no installation at all. So basically, it's from the Google Cloud. Wherever that cloud is, that's where all the computing systems are going to be. So basically, the computing power is going to be the equivalent of 10.7 GPU teraflops, which is more than the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X combined. Game changer, guys. Game changer. I'm like, if it's going to be this powerful, this could be huge. The cost, like I said, not sure what the cost is going to be. I'm thinking it's going to probably be somewhere in the middle. There'll be a subscription rate, and then for some of the bigger games, there's probably going to be like a price range of if you want this game, it's going to cost you $79.99 or $60. I know in Canada, most of the Xbox One games, Nintendo Switch games, PlayStation 4 games are $79.99. So that's Canadian prices. So it might be less. It's going to be less in the States probably. Where can you play it? You'll be able to play it on your laptop, your regular computer, tablet. If you have the Chrome TV subscription, You can play it on your TV. You'll be able to play it on your phone. Yeah, I'm like, as long as you can get that Chrome browser or the YouTube links, boom, you'll have the game. Now, the one thing that they say that you're going to need is you're going to need a very fast internet, a consistent internet, because that's where the computing power is going to be. So you can take like an old computer and boom, it's going to work. It's going to work pretty good. It's going to work pretty good. So yeah, so right now the games that they've already tried Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So the Assassin's Creed lineup of games will probably be on it. Doom, they're thinking Doom's going to be on it. What do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be as successful as people think? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. It depends on what happens with Xbox and PlayStation, I think. And also what happens with the bigger companies. If the bigger companies are on board, this could be huge. If the bigger companies think that they can maybe stream better, then who knows, this could be a big flop as well. Also depends on what kind of games Google comes in with. If Google comes in with some pretty good games, I'm like, that could be huge as well. So yeah, so I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is going to be successful? Yeah, I'm not sure if I missed anything. Let me just take a look at my notes that I did. Yeah, like titles for like the just very little notice for the titles that's going to be coming out. Like I said, Odyssey. I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's Assassin's Creed, a lineup of games will probably be on it. There's also Doom has also been said that they're going to be there. So I'm like, right there, those are two really good franchises. This could be good. This could be good, guys. Yeah. So I think that's all I have. Yeah. So the TV. So if it's connected to the TV Chrome streaming, yeah, you're gonna be able to do play on the TV, which is awesome. I'm like, instead of the Xbox, which will take like forever to download the game, boom boom, it's like 2 buttons, boom. For the YouTube, it's gonna be as easy as just what you like clicking on this video, boom boom, on. You're gonna be boom playing the game. So very excited for this. This is huge news. I think this has the potential to be amazing. So, yeah. So enough about the Google Stadia, which is going to be awesome. We're now going to go into the NCAA brackets. All right. So the first game is between Duke versus either North Carolina Central or North Dakota Central. So Duke is the one team. The team that wins on Tuesday night between NC Central or North Dakota State will play. So Duke automatically in the first round wins. All right, guys. So we're going to start our prediction for the NCAA March Madness. All right. So the first game is Duke, the number 1 seed Duke versus North Carolina Central or North Dakota State. So the winner I predict is going to be Duke. Duke will go on to the second round. The second match is the 8-9 seed, and it is VCU versus UCF, and it's going to be UCF. And Tia agrees it's going to be UCF. UCF. The third match is in the first round is the Mississippi State versus Liberty. And I'm going to predict that Liberty is going to win. And Liberty is the 12th seed. And Mississippi State is the 5 seed. So I think it's going to be an upset. The fourth match is the 4th seed Virginia Tech versus St. Louis. I'm predicting the 4th seed Virginia Tech to win. The next match is a match between Maryland, the 6th seed, versus the 11th seed, which will either be Belmont or Temple. I think they played last night. I'm not sure who won. I predict that Maryland's going to win. The next match is the 3 seed LSU versus the 14th seed Yale. LSU is going to win. The next match is the 7th ranked Louisville versus the 10th ranked Minnesota. I think it's going to be an upset. The 10th seed Minnesota is going to win. Right to you? You think they're going to win? Who do you think's going to win? Put one hand up for Minnesota. 2 hands up for LSU. Alright, the next match is the number 2 seed Michigan versus the 15th seed Bradley. Michigan State is going to win this match, this game. Alright, so going on to the next set of the bracket, we got the 1 seed Gonzaga versus the 16 FDU or Prairie View. So Prairie View did win last night, and I don't see an upset happening. It's going to be Gonzaga winning this match. The next game is the 8th seed Syracuse versus 9th seed Baylor. I believe Baylor is going to win this game. The next one is Marquette versus Murray State. Marquette's 5, Murray State's 12. I believe Murray State's going to win the 12th seed. The next match after that is going to be Florida State versus Vermont. I believe Florida State's going to win. Buffalo versus Arizona State and St. John. It's a tough one. I don't know if the team that wins between Arizona State and St. John's going to win, but I'm going to say Buffalo, even though I probably shouldn't be going for Buffalo. The next one's 3, Texas Tech versus 14, North Kentucky, not Carolina. I believe Texas Tech's going to win this one. The next one's the 7th seed Nevada versus 10th seed Florida. Florida for the victory. And the next one's 2, Michigan versus 15, Montana. I believe Michigan's going to win this one. So far, Michigan State and Michigan are both 2 seeds, and they're both going on in my brackets. Alright, so continuing on the first round, we got Virginia, the number 1 seed, versus George Webb. I think it's George Webb. G. Webb. I believe Virginia's going to win. The next match is between the 8th seed Ole Miss versus the 9th seed Oklahoma. I believe Oklahoma with the upset, if you call it an upset, because 9-8 is not really an upset. The next one's Oregon versus Wisconsin. And I got Oregon. Big upset, 12th seed being the 5 seed. The next one's Kansas State versus UC Irvine. Kansas State with the victory. The 6th seed Villanova versus the 11th seed St. Mary's. Villanova, the defending champions. They won March Madness last year. They're going to go on to the second round. The next game is between the 3 seed Purdue versus 14 Old Dominion. I believe Purdue is going to win this one. The next one's 7 Cincinnati versus 10 Iowa. We got 10 Iowa to win. Are you tired? Are you tired? And the next match is between the 2 seed Tennessee versus the 15 Colgate. I never go for a college that sounds like a toothpaste, so I'm going to go with Tennessee. The next part of the bracket is the 1 seed North Carolina versus 16 Iona. North Carolina is going to win this one. The next game is 8th seed Utah State versus Washington, the 9 seed. I believe Washington's going to win. I think I picked all the 9 seeds. That might not be a good thing. The next one is Auburn versus North Mexico State. I have Auburn going on into the second round. The next game is between the 4 seed Kansas versus Northeastern. I got Kansas to win this one. The next game is the 6th seed Iowa State versus the 11th seed Ohio State. And I was going to pick Ohio State, but I think it's going to be Iowa State with the victory. The next game is the 3 seed Houston versus the 14 Georgia State. I have Georgia State going on. The next one I have Seton Hall versus Wofford. Seton Hall is the 10th seed. I believe they're going to beat the 7th seed Wofford. And the last match in the first round is Kentucky versus Abilene something. It doesn't matter because Kentucky's going to win that one. Alright, so going into the second round, into the Sweet 16, we've got Duke versus UCF. I'm going to predict Duke to go on. The next one's Liberty versus Virginia Tech. I believe there's going to be an upset here, and Liberty's going to win. The next game is Maryland versus LSU. I have LSU going on. And then Minnesota versus Michigan State. I have Michigan State going on. The next one's the 1 seed Gonzaga versus the 9 seed Baylor. I'm going to predict my first upset. I'm going to predict Baylor right here to beat Gonzaga. The next match is Florida State versus Murray State. I pick Florida State to go on. The next match is Buffalo versus Texas Tech. I have Texas Tech to go on to the Sweet 16. And I also have Michigan to go on to the Sweet 16. It's going to be Michigan versus Florida. Michigan with the win. I have Virginia beating Oklahoma. And then I have Oregon to beat Kansas State. And then I'm going to have Villanova beating Purdue. And Tennessee beating Iowa. The next round of the bracket, we got North Carolina going on, beating Washington. And I have Auburn beating Kansas. Then we have Iowa State versus Georgia State. I believe it's going to be Georgia State with the win. And then Kentucky to beat Seton Hall. So Kentucky will go on. So now we're into the Sweet 16. Who's going to make it into the Elite 8? We've got Duke winning against Liberty. We have LSU beating Michigan State is going to beat LSU. I forgot this is basketball, not football. The next one I have Baylor going on. And they're going to be facing off against Michigan in the Elite 8. The next bracket, we got Virginia versus Oregon. I have Oregon going on. And I have Villanova beating Tennessee. I don't know about that one. Tennessee is a good team. But I already said Villanova, so I got to stay with it. The next, we have North Carolina versus Auburn. We're going to pick North Carolina. And Georgia versus Kentucky. We're going to pick Kentucky to win. Alright, so now to go into the Final Four. We're picking Duke to beat Michigan State. We're picking Michigan to beat Baylor. We're picking Villanova to beat Oregon. And we're picking Kentucky to beat North Carolina. So right now we've got 1 seed, 2 seeds, and a 6 seed going into the Final Four. So the match between Duke and Michigan, I believe Duke's going to win. Duke is too much. They have R.J. Barrett. They have too much talent on that team. So we have, in the other round, we have Villanova versus Kentucky. I believe it's going to be Kentucky, and I believe it's going to be a Kentucky-Duke final. And the winner, and going to be the defending champion, is going to be Duke. Duke is my 2019 bracket winner for the NCAA basketball tournament. Alright guys, so we have talked about the new Google Stadia, which is huge news. We talked about that. And then we also talked about our March Madness bracket, which is right here. Duke going to win it all. Alright guys, so remember to subscribe to the Callie and Jordan Squad. Say hello in the comments to Tia. Share with family, friends. Comment down below. And until next time, peace out. Say bye.